I met back in 1990 when I was a student at umpire school. He was an instructor. The next year I was fortunate enough to be hired to be an instructor as well. And with Paul and I both being from Kentucky, we had an instant connection, and we've been best buddies ever since then. I feel like he's my brother.
Paul is our brother, our much older brother. This is my brother, Sean.
Our father was a big fan of you're going to get a ball and you're going to go outside and you're going to play. But actually what Paul got involved in is he was actually one of my coaches when I was in Little League. Paul started to fall in love with coaching, so much so that they started to nickname him Sparky, from the baseball coach from the Cincinnati Reds, Sparky Anderson.
Tremendous umpire and was a great instructor. No telling how many thousands of students that he instructed, and I got to be his number 2 man for that. Really got some people into professional baseball that are doing a good job now.
When Paul told us that he was taking a career in baseball, my first thought was, what's he gonna do when someone confronts him face to face? And I thought for certain he'd be the first guy to ever wrestle a player on the ground in a confrontation. But, you know, just the way he handled himself.
If he walks off the field and nobody knew who was behind home plate, he did his job. And then in 2017, he hit his milestone, and he was one of the 7 umpires that were chosen in the World Series.
He was so determined that he was gonna get there that every year he conditioned himself, he trained himself, and he got better. My favorite thing about Paul that I'm most proud about isn't what he accomplished in baseball. He's an outstanding father, he's an incredible brother. My greatest respect for Paul is his love for his faith. I mean, that is the most governing thing in his life.
Since he's retired, he's been to war-torn Somalia, he's been into Russia, working all these refugee camps. His faith is what carried him even when he was on the road, especially missing his family, missing his kids. If you're in conversation with him right now, you know, instead of baseball, the conversation always navigates towards his faith.
I know that he and Liz do an awful lot of giving back to the community and to the world. I know they do a lot of trips with their church to go and work in remote places, and that's just fantastic.
We are so amazingly proud. The only thing that we regret is that we didn't get a Jackie Robinson shirt like the one you gave Dad.
Paulie, congratulations, buddy. I hope you have a great night.